Hi everybody, it's your old mate Daryl again. It's been a really tough day today, and no, unfortunately I haven't got the little fella. I don't have Toby with me. The reason being, today he had his vax at the vet's, and his mother said he's got to stay at home now. He'll be out tomorrow, but right now I'm out on my own. I'm a bit disappointed really, but it's probably right that he stays at home with his mum. Yeah, it's been a wet, windy, rhythm sea today. Went out this morning, me and Topes, before he went to the vet, and we both got drenched. Not that bad. It's not too bad now, it's not cold or anything like that. Just a bit windy. And the atmosphere is very damp. Hi Dave, how are you? I was just saying I've not got Toby with me. He's had his vaccination from the vet, and his mum thinks it'd be better if he was sort of left there. Oops. Try again. That's me, I've done it. Somebody else is out with the dogs. Evening. Yeah. Well, we've come across. Hi, Trev. Yes, I'm on my lonesome, Trevor. That's right, mate. On my lonesome. Well, I've got something to show you with our car. Turn around and I'll show it you. There we go. So it's still here. It's been here now since end of August. Voila! Look at that. Now yesterday, or the day before, the window was smashed, but it hadn't been put through as much as that. No, it's not that cold, Dave, to be honest. It's all right. Yesterday were really cold, but today it's windy and it's wet, but it's not really cold. So just miserable. A wet, windy, rhythm sea. Yeah, don't worry, Gemma, I do take care. I know. Well, I don't know whether it is anyone's pride and joy or not, to be honest, Trevor. That car has been there since late August. I'd say the third week in August, possibly. You know, now it's going on for 3 months, and up to this week the car hadn't been damaged. The car park were locked up in the beginning of September after the school holidays. So I think somebody's dumped it. Cost them too much money to get it through the MOT, and we don't want to pay to scrap it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's happened. So what they've done, they've left it. It becomes somebody else's problem, doesn't it? I reported it to the police, and that was in August. The police didn't want to know. They said, tell your council, because it's on a council car park. That's what I'm telling you. They said, well, it's not to do with us. Just right, leave it then. Some early September, I come across one of our hallowed councillors. I told him, he says, yes, we know all about it. It's all in hand. We're going to find out who the owner is, and then we will write them a letter asking them to remove it. That is at least 2 months ago. It's still here, now it's been vandalised. My guess, I don't know, I think what will happen, the council will end up having to remove it and send it to the crushers, and that'll be it. It's alright, love. Hello. How are you? Hello. Are you going to talk to me or not? Oh, I'm getting a sniff. Yep, and a wagging tail. That's always good. See you, love. That's always good. So that's what's happened anyway. So I'm wondering if the car will still be there come Christmas. Who can say? But he dealt with that badly, hasn't he? Misjudged that a little bit. Oh well. He hasn't changed his destination board, so I take it he'll be going back to the bus garage. We'll take a walk past there on the way home. We'll see what we're doing. Sometimes you see buses being repaired in there, not often, but you do. Other times you just see them being sorted out, clean, you know, for tomorrow. I know, he's lovely, really lovely that, weren't he? And the poor Toblerone, stuck at home with his own mother. She said, nope, you're staying in. He wanted to come out. He went to his lead to tell me. And his mother said, nope, you can stay in, you've had your vax, so you can stay in. Well, she was probably right. Who am I to argue with the Duchess? Well, we got some beach. This is more than we had earlier on when we came out. Yesterday, it was raining cats and dogs in the evening. In the morning, though, it was beautiful. I also started at Coastwatch, my first watch at Coastwatch in Hornsey. So I'm in every morning, 9:45, well, 1 o'clock. So I am looking forward to doing that. First shift went all right. I didn't have to be there well 10:30. You know, the people on my watch seem to be nice people as well. Which is good. Well, we'll see where it goes anyhow. I'm happy with it. I went out and bought a brand new jumper, like a NATO standard navy jumper with patches on the shoulders and elbows and things, and epaulets. That's what they wear. Hello. Well, do my mileage check. .36 miles, so that's nice. Evening. It always feels funny being a dog walker with no dog. Hello Drainlock, where am I today? I'm in Withensea still. This is where I live. Oh come on, we'll go down. We'll go on the beach if you want, and we'll walk up. How'd that? Pity we don't have Toby, who unfortunately is at home with his mother. So we'll have a walk on the beach and we'll see where we go with that. How's that? It is coming in, but we're hardly likely to be washed away by it. Just as a point of reference, that's where we come down, right at the top lock. So I'm going to walk on here because it's going to be easier than trying to climb over the groins. Always a bit wary of the groins because apparently you've got quicksand around some of them, so I don't want to get too close. I could deal with it if that happened, I'd know enough to be able to get off the beach, I think, just common sense. But you know, go down, flatten myself out, and try, you know, that should stop me from sinking. But I wouldn't want to tempt it. Cold in Florida today, Jack. Blimey. Well, we got 13 people following. Just like to say good evening to everybody. It's great to have you on board. My name's Darryl and I'm in Withensea in East Yorkshire. We're about 20 miles east of Hull. It's a small town of about 6,000 people. If you're enjoying the video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. We've got about, oh I don't know, lots and lots of these walks on the vid saved. I've got walks around Hull, Goole and Grimsby saved via my video cam. I've got lots of pictures of Toby, me, and other things. I think I've got the old Duchess on there, I'm not sure. I may or may not. So there's a lot of things on there which are worth having a quick look at. How's this for a beach, like? Where are we going? Right down here to the Twin Towers. Get around this bend and I'll be able to show you where the pier towers are. And I want to get a little bit up here. I think I'll be alright, but common sense tells me to stay close to the wall. The lower terrace is what I often walk on with Toby. He has walked on here, but I'm always very wary of letting him run. We get a lot of fishermen and we tend to have a lot of hooks lying about with bait attached to them, and I know of 3 or 4 dogs who've actually swallowed the bait and the hook, and they've had to go to the vets to have an operation. One dog, it ripped its stomach. You certainly don't want that happening to Toby. $59, yeah, it's not so warm, is it then? It's probably about that over here right now. To me it's not monstrously cold, but it's not warm either. I'm well wrapped up, but I don't need me beanie, I don't need me gloves, but I've got a good coat. And I've got a lightest jumper on. Hi Knowles, how are you? I'm what, Robert De Niro? I get called some things. Somebody said I look like Michael Caine the other week. Are you in Bradford right now? Walking on the beach, nobody else about. go. That's better. Instead of looking at my boat race, you can see where we're going. Well, up there at the centre of the screen, you'll be able to see the pier towers. There we go. So that's where we're heading to begin with. We're not that far away. And then we'll walk on the promenade right to the very top. At that point, it'll be getting quite dark. It's already getting dark now. Well, we've got 15 people following us, so I'd just like to say welcome to all the newcomers. We're at Withensea. It's a town in East Yorkshire, around about 6,000 inhabitants. It closes down after the school holidays, and if you like the video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Yeah, tell me what you like about the video, tell me what you think I could do better, tell me what you'd like to see. I'll just chat about anything really. Now yesterday, or the day before yesterday, all this were covered up. Yes, I was telling you all about this coast watch. Oh my god. Yep. I think they're pretty hard up there in Canada, aren't they? Especially those what live in Nova Scotia and the other side on the Pacific, Vancouver. So you've got to be pretty hard to live there, haven't you? A bit like Alaska. Well, we've got quite a wind blowing. See at the centre of the screen the pier towers. See, there's more sand here. Those wooden barrier things are buried, look. Right. Well, I'm going to come off the beach just here, I think. I think it's opened the big floodgates. If not, we'll come off hours. I think they are open. Yep. There we go. I remember the first time I ever came to Withernsea with my mum, and that had been about 1998 or something, and we sat on that rock there. With me, my mum and Pat, and we sat round about here, and we had all this food and flasks on that rock. Hi Jordan. No, I've not got Toby with me tonight, and the reason being, today he went to the vets and he had his vaccination, and his mum said he can stay at home, and she's probably right. So I thought, yeah, best thing to leave him at home. So I left him. He was snuggled up to his mum. But he came for his lead when he saw me putting my coat on. And he went back. She called him and he went back to her, having a sulk. Hopefully she'll have given him some sausages, some ham, a bit of spiced chicken, and a bit of beef. So that's why we've not got Toby tonight. Well, we're doing 9.13 mile today because I didn't do that much this morning. I knew Toby had to go to the vet. So we only did about 4 miles. Bikes over there. His front lights are not working, mind you, to be fair. Anybody can hear him coming. Here he comes back. Well, this is all, he had his jabs last year when he was just when we literally a week after getting him, and he seemed okay. Now they've changed the way they do it. Last year he had his jabs and then he had his booster. This year they give him a jab for some of the things, that nasty things that dogs get, and then a month later they give him another jab. So it's like getting your jab and your booster every time now. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. If I remember rightly, last year just made him a bit tired. then he were fine the following day. So I'm just thinking, should be something similar this year. God, if not, we'd be straight up at that vet's. Hi Dwayne, how are you tonight? Well, there's our seat. I'll just get down these steps and what have you. I'm about to show you better. Oh, he's a good little boy, is Toby. I bet you when I get home, he'll want to play with his ball, me to throw the ball for him to, and for him to bring it back. And if I don't throw it straight away, I get nipped. It starts nipping me. It's funny when he does it. Hello. Oh, I'm good. I've not got Toby with me tonight, as I was saying. He went to the vet to get his jab. So his mother decided he could stay in. But I'm fine. I'm fine, Dwayne. Keatsy man. No, I'm not at Blackpool. I'm at a place called Withensea. It's on the east coast. We're about 20 miles east of Hull. No, Jack, no, he doesn't. She's really good, the vet's really good. It's done before he knows about it. She was petting him and making a fuss of him and just went in. And I were petting him too. So by the time he knew what were going on, the needle were out. She's really very good. Look at that, look how far the tide's out. It is coming back in. Oh yeah, Dwayne, he definitely is. But right now, I'm out on my own. Dark it's got already. That was good the other night when we walked back from the beach at Holling, weren't it? Enjoyed that. Sunday, weren't it? That day me and Tobes walked 16 miles. I don't think I'm going to get anything like that total today. It'll be about 9, 10 maybe. At the moment I'm pretty happy with between 8 and 10. It's winter, well, it's autumn. Like today, it was raining buckets earlier on, so I was happy with 4 mile. Now we'll do about 6, so it'll be about 10 mile when I get home. I extended it a little bit. Yeah, we've done 9.49 mile. So who knows, I might even get 11 out of this. But anything between 8 and 10, I'm more or less okay with when it's going dark. Hello, little man, little girl.
Alright.
Hiya, mate. You alright? Hello, sweetheart. How are you? She's lovely. See you later, my friend. Yes, Dwayne, it is. Oh, it's an amazing place. Looks a tad windy. It is, Craig. Hi, Vince. Yeah, it is fascinating. I'm gonna go back there. I'm just reading up on some stuff because I want to get a decent narrative, and I am gonna go back with my video camera, and I'm gonna take a lot of footage, you know, of where we were, Essex Road, and the streets leading off it. We'll go down Subway Street to the docks. And there's a lot I can tell you about it because I've been reading about it. And we'll probably do 2 videos on that. 2 40-minute videos. So I'm thinking of going down to Hull again tomorrow. So it's possible I might do another one of these, you know, do another live around Hull. I'm not promising it, we'll see, I may or I may not. If I do, it'll be a bit different. I'll do it around the town centre. Give you a look of Hull town centre so you can see what it's like. But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. Hi Crazy, how are you? I've not got Toby with me today, unfortunately. He's at home with his mother, Crazy. She said he can't come out. He's had his annual jab, and she said he'd be better off staying in with her. So who am I to argue with the Duchess? It's something that it isn't worth. My life isn't worth it. So he's at home with his mum, and she's probably right anyway. Oh, sounds terrible, that, Jack. Hiya, you alright?
Hiya, yeah.
I've no Toby today.
What did you say?
I've no Toby today. He's at home. He's, well, he had his jab today, so.
Fair enough. I hope he was alright with it.
Yeah, the vet's really good. He didn't know we were having it until she was pulling it out,
Yeah.
which is the best way. See you later, love. We haven't got much of a sunset tonight either. No, it's not a bad thing, Crazy. Having jab, there's all sorts of stuff going around, and distemper and things like that. So I don't mind him having the jab. It helps to keep him healthy. A lot of people don't bother, then they get all sorts of problems. Well, she's a lot better today, she was saying, than what she's been all week. And she's going back into work, she said, on Friday. but she'll be working the weekend as well, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. She's just very tired. You can certainly hear her talk now, and she's not breathing. She hasn't got, not like she were with great difficulty. So she's certainly on the mend. Apparently she didn't have COVID. She's got a test. She tested herself and she didn't have that. There was all sorts of stuff going round, isn't there? I've got some runners coming towards me. No, to be honest, Crazy, no, I'd rather just go to the vet. Have a good vet. I trust him. Charlie was 15 nearly when he passed away in July. Yeah, he's fine. He's had his vaccine. You know, the old Duchess decided he were better off staying at home with her rather than coming out. It's cold out here, she said. We didn't know if it were going to rain or not. It's very windy. I don't know whether you can hear the wind or not. But it is quite windy here. You used to like running, did you? It's the man, I intend taking it up jogging, but not at the moment. I don't really feel up to it. But it's something I'm going to take up, me and Toby, probably in the mornings. You know, jog for a couple, start off by say jogging for 100 yards, something like that. Walk for 100 yards, jog, you know, take it up like that and then gradually build it up. But I'm not bothered doing it yet. Well, there you go. You remember a few weeks ago we were here and I got drenched. That's Holland Beach up there. You can't really tell. That's where me and Toby go. Centre of the screen now. Well, we live all over, my family. I live here in Withensea with the old Duchess. That's better. Nicola lives in Burnley. One of my sons lives in Huddersfield. And the other one lives in Elland, near Halifax. So we are quite diverse. I'll definitely tell her that when I speak to her. I will definitely tell her that you asked about her and that you're glad she didn't get COVID. I'll definitely tell her all that. All right, sweetheart, all right. See you later, mate. Yeah, I think probably construction work more than anything else, Jack, contributed to your bad back. Working on a building site is always hard, isn't it? That's never easy, is it, really? I mean, running, yeah, if you're doing a lot of running, I don't know, but on a construction site, you're lifting stuff, you're using your back a lot, you're having to put your back into it all the while. It's like being a truck driver years ago. You know, you're handballing everything off the back of your truck, handballing everything onto it, roping, sheeting, tying the load down, up and down. You know, it should do your back in. And construction work's a bit like that. So I suppose that's what's done you back more than anything, really. Ah. No, not with that type of work. It's just hard, isn't it? That sort of thing, you know, that type of work. You know, in construction, there's nothing easy, is there? Even now, I don't think there'll be anything easy. No, not really. I have enough grandkids. So I don't really want to become a granddad again now. If I did, I did. I mean, things are what they are, aren't they? Can't really argue, but I know my grandkids have everything they need and everything they want. Right, we've got, sorry, I've got the tonight's picture. Yeah, I should imagine that type of work is really hard, setting them things up and doing what you have to do on site and in all weathers and stuff. I should imagine it is. Over here, they build them in a factory in Hull. That could be a thing we do at some point. We could go past it, the actual factory, if you want. the old railway line at the back of it, and you can see them all waiting to be sold. There's absolutely loads of them. Oh, another thing we could do, if you're all up for it, I could take you a walk on one of the mobile home sites here in Withensea. We've got long meadows, and we could have a walk around that if you want. Just have a quick look at it, have a look at some of the caravans for sale, you know, see what we think. In the summer, we had a holiday in Skegness. You know, it's a big resort. It's a bit like Blackpool, Jack, and everybody else. And there was me, the old Duchess, Toby, and my son Sam, wife and 2 kids. It was good. It was all right. The holiday itself was nice. We all enjoyed it. I certainly wouldn't want to live in a mobile home though, and yet some people do. You know, as you say in America, a trailer. A lot of people live in trailers, and you got people over here in the UK that live in those places. I wouldn't like that. But yeah, just for that week, it was okay. And Skeggy were okay. I don't think I'll be going back there during the season though. Hi, Captain. No, for a week's holiday or something like that, it'd be fine, absolutely fine. You know, that's about it. I won't mind doing it again, but I'm going to go out of season because you couldn't move in Skegness. That poor Duchess on a mobility scooter, she was struggling. And I like Skegness, it were alright. But there were just too many people. And she struggled. So when she was struggling, that's making me struggle, if you get what I mean. Look how dark it is. Yeah, there's loads of mobile homes for sale. You'll pay about, I don't know, £50,000 for a nice one. You can pay a lot more as well. Where I live, they're going for about, I don't know, 40 to 50,000. But then you've got the rental on them, and I think you're talking between, I don't know, 4 and about 6,000. They'll give it you cheap for the first year. They'll say £3,000 for your first year, and then it goes up incrementally to about 5 or 6. So, and if something goes wrong, things do go wrong, and you want to sell your mobile home back to them, they'll give you coppers. You just spent like £50,000 on one, and you keep it for a couple of years, and you'll be lucky if you get 20,000 back. And if you're going to keep it for the long term, then you're okay. You know, you won't have a problem. And especially if you've got family what are going to use it. Say we bought one, and Nicola, her tribe, Sam and his tribe, and Reuben and his were all to use it. It'd be okay, and we're all going to join. at the ground rent, the 5,000 a year, we'd be fine. A couple of thousand each into the pot, £40 a week. We'd be laughing. We could have good holidays, cheap holidays. But that's the thing, isn't it? I know none of mine would be interested. And I don't really fancy forking out £5,000-6,000 a year. Well, it depends. I was thinking more or less a 2-bedroom one, but I think for a 3-bedroom one you're going to pay a bit more, maybe 60,000, something like that. And then you ground rent every year, which, as I said, you'll end up paying about £5,000-6,000 a year for. Yes, they look nice on the inside, you're right, but they are small. That's the thing with them. We've got a bungalow and it's only small, but it's a lot bigger than a mobile. One of the boats. It's on a trailer. I wonder what that wheel was. It's one of the boats, but it's actually on the boat trailer. What they pull it out, to see on. I did say we'll walk past the bus garage on the way home, so I think we'll do that. Look how dark it is now. Is it a big one though, Vince? I don't know. I mean, over here you can get lodges, which are really big, but you're paying like 136, 140,000 for them. I know the one we had in Skegness for caravan, it was a caravan, not a lodge, and that was £1,000 for that week. Just over, I think it was 1,100. And as well as that, it was fine. It had 3 bedrooms, so we had 1 bedroom. The kids had another, and my son and his wife had the 3rd one. Oh, we got an helicopter. Fields in the North Sea. Oil or gas fields. Over towards us now. Yeah, we have that air jack. We have like proper mobile home communities. don't think it is the air sea rescue. Yeah, they have that over here. Some of them can be very, very tasty. And we have like lodges which are they're as big as a house. It does sound quite heavy, that, but I don't think it's the air sea rescue copter. I've seen it out a few times, but I've not been able to get any footage of it. I've got some footage somewhere. Yeah, how much are you paying for a Corvette then, Jack? I'd say about, for a Corvette, if I was to get one over here, I think I'd be looking at round about 200,000, no, about £130,000 or something like that. I mean, for a Land Rover Defender, I'm looking at going on for 90,000. So for a Corvette, about, I don't know, be about 130, 140. That's all. That's okay. That, Vince, if you can make money like that fighting. Anyway, I'll tell you what, if I'm thinking of going to Hull tomorrow, but on Thursday, if I go to Hull tomorrow, then on Thursday, what we'll do, we'll take a tour around Long Meadows Mobile Home Park. Now that's a residential place. It's not, people having those, they own their own mobile homes. Yeah, but there's quite a lot of people who live there. So what we'll do, me and Toby will on Thursday we'll take a walk down there. I'll pick you all up. Me and Toby will set up a little bit early, and we'll pick everybody up on Long Meadows, and we'll have a walk round. So the normal time, 3:45, we'll be over on Long Meadows Mobile Home Park. How does that sound? So you can have a look. I'm walking the water. So you can have a look, see what you think. I've done it before in the summer a few times. It'd be a good thing to do it again. Then we can have a walk down the cinder track or something like that. So we'll get to a road before it goes dark. And go past the lighthouse. How does that sound? I think the prices of these things in America might be a lot different to what they are here in the UK though. Well, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a walk past the bus garage. Who knows what we might see happening in there. Now and again you get to see them washing the buses. Sometimes the buses are parked up outside, hazard lights flashing, waiting to get in. Sometimes you see them parking up, being sorted out. Now we'll do that and we'll see where we go. So tomorrow, I'm thinking of going to Hull, getting a load more footage and giving everybody a look of around Old Town Centre. So we'll do that, and then Thursday we'll go on to Long Meadows. Yeah, these LED street lights are not the best, are they? $70,000 for a Corvette. God. Blimey, I'll show you what you can get for $70,000 tomorrow. Well, there's our bus garage. Sometimes you have them parked out here, waiting to go in, to be washed and cleaned. Right, I'm still surprised it was $70,000 for a Corvette. You pay a lot more, over here you pay a lot more than that. $70,000 is about £48,000. Now, I'm sure if you want a Corvette, I mean £48,000 isn't going to buy you a brilliant car here in the UK. It'll get you an alright car, but a Corvette I would have thought would cost a lot more. In some ways we're a lot more expensive than what it is in the States. Well, this is the God Shop. And that's the cake shop. You have the best vanilla slices in the whole of the UK at Coupland's, I think. Hi Angela, how are you tonight? Hiya.
Alright.
Yep, you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, that's good to know. looks dark on here, dark and dismal on here tonight, doesn't it? Dark, dismal, but not dirty. Just dark and dismal. Well, in a few moments I shall be going to see our little man. Well guys, thanks very much for your company tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a good walk. I've enjoyed your company. We've had some good discussions. Tomorrow it's going to be in Hull. And on Thursday we'll have a walk around Long Meadows mobile home caravan park and we'll see what we think. 12 p.m. It's 5 p.m. here in the UK. Anyhow folk, I'm just going to say thanks for joining me. Thanks to all those who have commented, shared, liked and subscribed. See you on the next one. I'm going in now to see how Toby is. So good night.